Last week there was a story doing the rounds about Amazon Alexa in Echo devices, and I read it and then shrugged and then put it to the back of my mind. A few days later, I was interacting with one of my Echo speakers and the story resurfaced, and I thought, it bothers me that the story did not bother me a whole bit. Let's get started. So, the story, which broke in Bloomberg, basically says that Amazon employs thousands of people whose only job it is to sit and listen to all of the recordings that we send to Amazon through Alexa in our Echo devices and annotate them so that the system can understand us better and improve. While there are people claiming that this data is anonymized and you can always turn it off if you want to, given the fact that Amazon employs 50,000 people in India, second only to the US, this story should have bothered me a whole bit more. It did not. Here's why. I picked up a Google Home 3 years back. I jumped on the bandwagon fairly early. I actually had to import this Google Home from the US. I still believe that Google does better voice recognition than Amazon in Alexa, but it's just that they lack the ecosystem. That's neither here nor there. The first reaction that I got from my parents when I showed them the Google Home was not whether this thing is secure, but whether there is an actual human being sitting on the other end and responding to each and every one of my queries. This is not too far-fetched in India, where 1.2 billion people and a lot of the tasks which are automated in the rest of the world would be done manually here. Remember, we're the nation that gave the world justdial.com, where an actual human being picks up when you call a particular number and scans through a digitized yellow pages in order to give you the number of the business you want to reach. Like, for real, this is a 150 crore business in India. Given the fact that Amazon sold 80 million Echo devices last year, it's not too far a stretch to assume that 1% of those were sold in India because, well, Amazon launched the speakers later in this country and we don't see the value of smart speakers as a nation. So 800,000 Echo devices are in the wild in India. Assuming that every person has 2 interactions with their Echo device every day, and the story tells us that each one of these people in the Alexa voice review program listens to 1,000 interactions every day, it would take all of 1,600 people in order to cover all of these 800,000 Echo devices in India. I suppose you're waiting for the question about privacy, and it did come eventually. So in India, we grew up with the notion that privacy is a Western concept and we will aspire to it once we've achieved all of our other basic needs, and we still have not achieved those needs. We've also been taught that no one gives away anything for nothing and that your data is the cheapest way in which you can pay for a good product or service. Google wants all of your data in order to build a free, better search engine? Sure. Facebook wants all of your data in order to build a free, better social network? Sure. Amazon wants all of your data in order to build a better Alexa? Sure, we're ready to give it. In fact, I think a lot of us have more faith in the US tech companies because they have actual scruples and they have demonstrated proof of standing up to the government when it comes to privacy-centric data. I'm closing out with this. One of the interesting offshoots of this entire Alexa recording debate was an article written by Ruhi Sarikaya, who is Amazon's head of applied sciences for Alexa, in which he says they are working towards a state in which Alexa does not require human help in order to learn and improve. And that really scares me because, Indian or not, I think anyone who has ever tapped in front of a computer screen has always wondered, has always had this irrational fear that one day the machines will overtake us and that one day the machines will no longer need us. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have your own comments on this Alexa recording issue, please drop them in the comment section down below. Go over to YouTube and subscribe to Blog of Note and turn on notifications, and also watch Our Planet on Netflix. This is not a sponsored plug, just something that I think you should be aware of.